All right, there. Good evening, YouTube. Jared, JS Miner 87 coming at you live tonight on the DFS Quarry channel. Doing a solo broadcast here tonight. Joe taking the night off, which is fine. You know, it gives us an opportunity to look at a 3-game slate tomorrow. Now we'll probably be doing the same format as the other night. We're going to look and try to maybe get some chat and collaborate here. I'll break down the games a little bit, look at a little bit of history here, not too much. And we'll see what's going on here and give us some ideas for what the best plays are tomorrow. Okay, let's get this started. I got the phone there to keep track of the live feed here. And we're going to head on over to the screen share here. Hopefully we get some interaction. If not, I'll do my best to throw out some stuff on my own. So like you said, solo show. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and let's get right to it here. Enough with the BS, and we'll see how the lineups do. All right, let's make sure we're zooming in, and let's make sure that it is on my end looking good here. So, all right, I think we're live here. All right, first game up tomorrow we're gonna have. We got the Philadelphia Flyers traveling up to Boston to take on the Boston Bruins. The Boston Bruins are a 195 home favorite with an over-under of 6 here. And you know what? Let's just go right to DraftKings here, and we'll see if there's any starting goalies announced here. If not, we'll probably make an assumption or head over to the left wing lock real fast here. I did keep up the last 10 stats. This is as of the other night here, so there might be some discrepancies, but for the most part, it's very accurate data. This is accurate data as of today. These 3 tabs here are accurate data. Like I said, this is from a couple nights ago. So looking here, Boston on home ice here, 17-7-2, scoring about 3.5 goals per game, giving up about 2.5 goals per game. You see here they get about a little over 3 power play chances a game. And they're second in the league, converting at about 30%. So that there's going to tell me maybe we got some power plays to drive in. Look at the Boston power play. Could be a good option here. And then looking at penalty kill, they take about 2.5 penalties a game and 10th best in the league. That is on home ice here. So let's go to the away team here. We're going to go down. Philly is near the bottom, I believe. Yeah. So they score about 3 goals a game, 2.8, while giving up 3.6 goals a game. You see here their power play here is dead last in the league, 31st. They get about 3 chances a game, converting at under 10%. Penalty kill, 25th in the league, and they take about 3 penalties a game. Let's go Boston here. Power play chances here. 51 shots on the power play here and 10 power play goals. I should highlight this here column here just because that's going to tell us power play goals. So you can see here in the chat or in the video here, 10th is second best in the league on the power play in the past 10 games. So 10 power play goals is very good. Scoring chances. So let's check here. Are they high danger? Yeah, it looks like 19 high danger chances for here and 6 goals. So definitely looking good. Let me do the grease paints here so we can get a better idea and not have to scroll around here. All right. So that's where we're at, guys, here. Just some stuff to look at. Penalty kill, let's just check real fast on this one here. The Flyers here, 28 shots against here. They've given up 5 power play goals about midway in the league here in the past 10 games here. So I think we're going to see maybe a little bit of our power play emphasis here. And we got up the Bruins stats, and we will get up the Flyers stats. Hey, Yinzer on Hockey in the video tonight here. Justin, great to see you back in action, and we'll hope that we can build a lineup here in a little bit of screen share here. I do got the DraftKings lineup here. So, we can look at, like I said, we'll do a quick analysis of the game, then we'll go into the lineup creator here. That way we're not going back and forth here. Looking here, the other night I did have luck with that power play, or the line one of Boston. They were involved in all 3 Boston goals the other night: Marchand, Bergeron, and Pasternak. And I think you can still go to the well here and run all 3. I did look up these games here. At least in the past 3 seasons, you can see looks like Boston has a slight edge. They are 5-3. And you can see the games that Boston does win, they do not give up that many goals here. So if you are predicting a Boston win, let's see if any of these wins here. Now, you can see here in this game, these are Phillies as the home team. The win, this was a home ice. This was the win in home ice. This was the win in home ice. So in Boston, Philly hasn't won the past 3 seasons. So that definitely is an interesting statistic, and one that I will keep in mind. You did see here, though, the other night, the 16th of January, they did play. They got the win in Philadelphia with 4 goals, a power play goal, and they gave up a power play goal as well. So that's where we're at here. I do like Boston in this game on home ice. And like I said, line 1 is a very good line here in this one to keep on going. Maybe look at that power play one. That power play one with DeBrusk here, I still think at 4,100 on a line that is that productive here, but DeBrusk is in play as well. That's a good point to bring up there. Philly winning 4 straight. They are playing well. Not scoring a lot. Like they said the other night, a 1-0 win on the back of Stellars. But, if you do think Philly's going to win, I think this is almost a keep-away game or use this for filler, guys, if you're predicting a Philly win. Because if Philly wins, I don't see them scoring a lot. So, Krug again, defensively here on power play 1. Like I said, power play 1 is really where I'm hammering at. We talked about Solaric in the Slack channel the other night, which brings up a good point, guys, about joining the Slack channel. I'll get to that at the end if I don't forget. But Solaric just come up 3,600 with some early on production as well. It was a very good choice. If Rask was on the IR, I'm not sure if he's back. If not, it's going to go back to Halak. Both of these guys I do like in play, even though with Philly on the 4-game slate or the 4-game win streak here, I'm liking Boston as well. That being said, I don't think that you can rule out these. You go over here, Van Riemsdyk, 5 goals in 5 games. I know we do have a break in here, and that was a point of emphasis from comment on the chat there about us looking at recent stats given the All-Star break. And I appreciate the advice. We still it's just something to go off of. I understand with a long break, anything's possible. Hot streaks could become cold. Cold streaks become hot. But, what else do we have to look at? It's just part of our early on kind of plays here. Konechny, Riemsdyk, Giroux, all these guys are still cheap price here across the board, even for a first-line production. Maybe not getting as much production as we'd like to see, but still great production. Couturier, I had a piece of him the other night, 6,100, and he's still playing very solid on that power play 1. Nolan Patrick, Wayne Simmons, their stats show that they've done well the past 5 games, but I've never had luck with these guys. To Yinzer on Hockey's post, the comment there. Cheap defenseman, I've played Sanheim at 3,200 for this block production, 13 blocks in the past 5 games. Really, you can look at Sanheim, McDonald, and Gudas for block potential. And to his point, blocks are going to be in the game tomorrow. You got Pasternak, who shoots at will. They do get a lot of shots off, so I like the defensive men that is cheap call. Look at one of these guys who are known to block. Even Robert Hagg here, 3,300, 21 blocks in the past 5 games. I don't look for that to change production-wise. That's what, around four blocks a game? Yeah, 4 blocks a game is 2 points in blocks at 3,300. I like that as well. And goalie-wise, it just depends what you're looking for here. I think you got to game script this one out. I'm not going to be on the Philly goals. But, hey, you guys might have a different opinion here. Next game, quick. Go to the slate. We got the New York Rangers traveling to the New Jersey Devils. New Jersey is a slight home favorite, a 120 home favorite with an over-under of 6 here. Interesting game here. New Jersey coming off that big win at Pittsburgh the other night, and the Rangers coming off a very bad shutout performance against Philly. So, Rangers, you might have done me in here that I don't go to the well on you. But let's quit while this is loading up here. I'm gonna zoom right over here real quick to the past couple seasons here, see if we can't get a quick look at the past few games here. Are they high scoring? Are they low scoring? This is what I'm kind of looking at here. So the Devils have won the past 2. 4 out of the last 5 have been Devils wins. You can kind of see goals are there a little bit. 5 goals in that game, 5 goals in that game, 7 goals, 7 goals, 7 goals. So each game has had 7 goals in the past 3. From a DFS perspective, I think you like that. I still like New Jersey Devils. The other day, it was line 2, guys. Line 2 Devils was the play the other day. And I still don't see any reason why you wouldn't want to keep going to that performance. Zajac, Coleman, Miles Wood even had an assist, I think, the other day. Zaka was involved in scoring on this third line. I don't know how heavy you're going here, but I wouldn't mind a pair. Like if you do let's take a look here. Home ice power plays here. Do we got any New Jersey power play action here? 46 shots on the power play, only 3 goals, so not a ton of power play production here. Rangers do, however, have a terrible penalty kill here in the past. So that's something to keep in mind. On home ice here, Devils certainly 13-6 better at home. And their penalty kill is great here. So I do like the Devils in this game to continue onward. I might take a piece of this power play just because when you look at this, the Rangers are very, very struggling when it comes to penalty kills. So Paul Mary, 6,700. Maybe that's a little bit much, but I don't think you mind taking a shot. If you're playing Paul Mary, I think you need to do the 3-stack. If you want just a pair, I think you take a look at, maybe leave out Boyle and go with Zajac, Johansson, or even a Zajac and Severson here. You can see here a slight production on the power play in the second unit here, but I still like going to the first power play unit. Anyway, Johansson is a one-off even there. For a first-line winger, still is a very cheap price and worth the risk, I think, tomorrow is a one-off option here. Let's keep going. I like Andy Green, 5,100 is in play. I'm probably going to fade Green and go for Severson if I would go defense here on the Devils here. So that's where I'm at there. I'm leaving out Butcher. I'm going to leave out the rest of these defensemen. And I like the Devils goalie here. Like I said here, when I look at the Rangers, I might just try to take one guy from the Rangers. Like I said, 7 goals in the past 3 games combined between these teams. And they got shut out the other day. I don't look for that to continue. So I might want an interest here in Kreider, a Zuccarello line or something. Just I don't think the ownership's going to be there, but I find it hard to believe that these guys are going to get shut out twice in a row. Even in a one-off of Philippe Hedl, I found that out watching the game the other night. It's Hedl. So he's another good one-off play. I played Mark Stahl the other night. I think he got me a half a point, nothing major. Pionk has lost his touch since the Pionk that we knew. And And Shattenkirk's playing better here. 4,300 Shattenkirk, maybe, if you think that this power play might go get something going. I don't see the power play getting much going here, which is why I might take a look at like a Zuccarello or a Kreider, one of those guys. But let's go to this third game here. Blue Jackets and Jets. You got Columbus going to take on the Winnipeg Jets. Winnipeg, a 145 home favorite with an over-under of 6.5. Looking here at the past, let's see here, past 10. Certainly Winnipeg, fourth in the league, 18-6-2 on home ice, with the top power play unit in home ice here. On the road here, we have Columbus. That's right. On the road, Columbus. They are, where are we at here? Ninth in the league, 14-8. 3-3 on the goals for, goals against. 20th in the league on the power play. And they're fourth in the league on penalty kill. Boy, we haven't seen the production like we would have wanted, especially for a 6.5 line here on the over-under scale. I don't know how. I don't see this game going that high. I'm not sure what the viewers have in mind, but I don't see this going above 6.5 the way these teams have been playing. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong here. Let's go quick here. Open these up, see what recent stats give us here. Recent games. And like I said, this is you guys can see it in the address bar. This is hockeyreference.com. Good site to see recent stats and a lot of stats here. And certainly you see Winnipeg, 1 win in 4 games over the past couple of seasons. Columbus has done quite well, but we seen that the other night when Columbus took on the Sabres. Certainly, look at this here. 1 goal for Winnipeg in that game, 2 goals there, 3 goals here. So I'm seeing under 6.5. They haven't played there this year though yet. So when I'm looking at Winnipeg here, I think you still look at that first line. Kyle Connor here. Line A still getting you shots. It's just amazing how long it's been since he scored a goal. He had 6 shots the other night. 5,600 he's down to. I don't know what's going – well, I do know what's going on. Without Nikolai Ehlers, which is down here on this injury report there, that's a big loss for Winnipeg, along with Dustin Byfuglien. Both big losses. So until that changes here, Kyle Connor, Scheifele, and Wheeler are your plays. Leave out line A here. And I'd even look to play Tanev and Perot, however you want to say it, on this third line before I played line A, I think. And let's see defensively here. Do we have any here? Morrissey had the goal the other night at 4,700. Morrissey, I think, is in play. Trouba's in play at 4,800. I played Tyler Myers the other night. He had me an assist there. I think 2.5 points. Still nice production there. I wasn't disappointed. Columbus here. I didn't play Atkinson. I paid the price. So Atkinson, 7,400, 6,300 Panarin. They're in play. Luc Dubois also in play. And Foligno, another guy that's also in play. And you know what? Josh Anderson, another guy that's in play. These first 2 lines, with the exception of Wenberg, who hasn't been on the scoreboard here for this team, are in play. Bjorkstrand, I think he needs more minutes yet before I'm going to look his way. Duclair, it was mentioned in the Slack here, with Duclair getting the second power play minutes here, a little bit extra time there on the power play. He is in play if you do think that there's some luck there. We were seeing here 9th. There is some success on the power play, not much. Let's see in the past 10. 5 goals here for Columbus on the power play in the past 10. You got Winnipeg 5 goals as well. Penalty kills here, Winnipeg giving up 8 on the power play or against them. And you can see Columbus is stellar when it comes to penalty kill in the past 10 games. So that being said, I'm looking at line combinations, and I'm looking at Winnipeg 1. But that's really the breakdown here. Certainly, we look at Werenski and Jones. Both those guys are still in play. I'm not really going to go anywhere else here. Maybe a Scott Harrington on a Women of Prayer if I only have 2,500 left. That could be the play. So let's get into why everyone's watching here. Why everyone's getting in here. We got Cold. Finally, Greg's in the chat. Hopefully, Yinzer on Hockey's in the chat, and it looks like Cole has just joined here. So let's take a look here. These are what we got, and we're going to build a sample lineup here. And yeah, feel free to throw in your advice here. I'm just going to do the old save the lineup, and I will throw this in. I'm gonna save both lineups, and certainly I'm going to play these ones. So let's take a look here. We look here. The guys I'm not interested in, and who I don't have much interest in Philly. Like Justin said, it's going to be a low line defenseman. But let's pick my goalie here first, which is shots I look for and best win production here. So even strength here for the past 10 games here. Even strength, we are looking at shots against. Look at the teams that are on the slate here. So Philly giving up around 30 shots a game. And then we go down. Where's Boston? Boston, I'm taking them bouts in the past. You know what? I still have to take Halak here, guys. I'm gonna pencil in Halak for my goalie. Let me make sure my chat catches up here. So we got Halak in. What kind of, that's going to take care of our goalie. Let's kind of look at everything here. Where do we want to go? I kind of want to go against the grain here and think that Winnipeg has a big night against Columbus. Guys, any advice here? This is looking like a tough one off the bat here. Do I want off of Boston line 1 here in the utility slot? These are the questions you're going to look for here. I'm going to go with this Winnipeg here, and I'm going to run Scheifele here. Was it Scheifele? No, I'm going to run. Connor and Wheeler here. All right, Devils. What are you thinking, Cole? Yeah, Rangers are a little risky for me. They're risky. You're right though. I did analyze. Can we expect Rangers to get shut out twice in a row here? You see the production of Wheeler and Connor. Do I go back to if I go back here, maybe I go back to run and let's look at this depth chart. Zajac on 2 with Coleman here. Yeah, Greg, you're right in that game. Certainly, hands off to Stolarz. Stolarz played good. And the good news is, Greg, in here, Rask and Halak are same price. So if Halak Rask, you can just put him right in and not have to worry about any checks out. But we're doing 2 lineups here, so let's not overthink it here a little bit. What Rangers would we like here? We got the Rangers here, 3 goalies here. You see Kreider here. Maybe Hayes. Looking at Kevin Hayes last game, he had 6 shots, 9 faceoff wins here. Maybe let's see if we can't get a Kevin Hayes here at 5,300. And we have with Hayes. Do we want off him? Bessie or Fast? Let's take a gander real fast if we can and see if I think I'd almost want maybe some power play love. Let's check it out here. Kreider and Zibanejad, Zuccarello on the power play here. Dukes. Zuccarello here. And see what that leaves us. Is he going to play? He should be. Yeah, should be back. So let's throw in Zuccarello. And we're left with defenseman here, 39.50 here. Let's go to that Philly area where we were looking for cheap defensemen, getting a ton of blocks. And, you know, Robert Hagg, let's see what, you know, he was one last game out. 1 or 2 block shots for 1 point at 3,300. Let's see if Gudas had a better night here. Last game out, 2 block shots, 5 shots on goal, guys. In last game, nice, a little bit different, but last 10 games, 3 assists here, 26 shots, 19 block shots. Looking at about 3 points a game here. Let's pencil in Gudas at 3,800. And let's see what else we can get defensively here. And we're going to look across all games. 4,100. And where do we go? Where do we go here? Here, is he getting on the board at all? 2 assists last game for Murray. 6.5 point rounds in the past. Look at that little expired antivirus. That's nice. Let's throw in Ryan Murray here. And you can see here, Gudas with a little bit of negative correlation against the lock. I'm okay with that. In the chat, do we have any adjustments we think here? We can save this lineup, do one more. I think we got some good things here. I think the next lineup, what we're going to do here, we're going to hammer a little bit of the Rangers, and I think we want to hammer Columbus here. Maybe. Let's save this one. We're going to save this one, and we're going to move on to the next one here. Create another lineup for tomorrow. And like you said, Colt, let's see if we have some money and at least cash this boys in lineups here. We went Rask here, or Halak in round 1. Rangers and Devils, and we got Columbus, Winnipeg here. What we do else? Okay, all right, we're gonna look, and we're gonna do the top 2 best. I assume best as in, you know, what cost wise a little bit, and Devils to start us off. All right, so Certainly we're looking at Paul Mary. Do we want Coleman as our second one on that second line, or do we want, let's just do Heischer. And then we'll do Zibanejad and Kreider. So certainly a stack of those here. I want to really kind of, I think, steer towards Winnipeg goalie. Devils and Rangers here. Let's go real quick. I think go fast here. Devils. Rangers. Was, yep, April of last year was their last game. So, yep, this is the first meeting of them this year. First meeting, Greg. Let's throw Severson. I really like this here. Let's throw Severson in for defense and for the Devils. I think he stands a good chance here. Let's see if we can hit a Philly area here. Like I said, if it's a Rask and he comes back, he has been on the IR a little bit. He did have a break here. Let's just assume he might give up 3 goals or something, and he maybe gets a win, but we still get some action. So we got 5,500 left. Still a great line here. And we could even hit. We can definitely even see doing a can we do Couturier and Giroux? No, we'd have to. Jets goalie. Let's do that. Let's throw in Jets goalie here. Let's say it's going to be Hellebuck. So we're down to 4,700. Sometimes I think Giroux is going to, he's due to come off. I mean, you look at this assists in the past 10, 20 shots in the last 10 games, 2 shots a game. We want to go with Giroux Konechny here. Let's do Giroux Konechny perhaps. And defense here, second defense, we got third. Let's look at everything, see if we can't. Let's correlate here. Hellebuck with a Winnipeg defense here. Tyler, 3,500. You see last game he had that assist, shot, and 2 block shots for 3.5. Could be in play. Ben Sherratt, 2,900. Even Ben Sherratt. Let's take Ben Sherratt. And Sean Couturier. So you can see here we've got 800 in salary because we took Sherratt. Let's take out Giroux here, just for this, the sake of creating this here up. Couturier. Let's throw in Couturier for the Hattie. Now, if Couturier, do we keep Konechny on that power play correlation? Because I think they do play on the same power play. Butcher, where would we put Butcher here? We'd have to take someone out for Butcher, right? Take out Ben Sherratt and throw in Butcher, right? 3,400. Can we fit Butcher? 3,500. Well, if we're putting in Butcher, we would take out Severson. So that would leave us 4,100 here. A lot of good options are left here. I still think we maybe go back to Philly here for the blocks. And let's see if we can't get some power play core $5. So we'll look quick. So let's go down here, power plays. So power play 1, we don't have it. Like, we go to power play 2, Provorov and Sanheim. Right here, 3,200. You see what he's done. Goal much. 3 block shots last game for 2 fantasy points. Let's take a look. We got 900 left here. Certainly, I kind of like the way this looks, guys. 2 completely different lines. Hopefully, the chat there goes back. Okay. All right. Yeah, we got 2 different kind of lines here built. Probably meant for a cash lineups here, but I think they're full here. So you see, this is for today. So 2 lineups are right here. These are what we created here. This is my lineup tonight, 13.7 here. Backs to Klingberg for me. I need these lightning here to get me a good point there, Cole. If Gus Despairs back, I'm taking out Sanheim, and I'll go a different direction. Maybe I'll go with McAvoy for correlation or something along those lines. Look for a defenseman that is around that price range and get some power play time. Get you those extra minutes. Yeah, I can't believe this. Let's take a look here out in contest there. Man, I Philly or the Lightning would get some points here. But look at that. Currently winning nothing. I'm right outside the money on these 2 $3 double ups in this line. Hopefully, Tampa Bay gets power play goal or 2. Bishop's doing all right for me, and we can win some more monies and get back at it here. But that's what we're looking like tomorrow, guys. Exciting slate. Got a good lineup tomorrow, and like I said, Slack channel, guys. Certainly tweet us out at DFS Quarry. If you want to join the Slack channel, send us your email. You can join in the Slack channel. We just started doing some polls. You can add a poll question and get people's advice. Hasn't been too many polls because we're just back to that. We're still kind of on that All-Star break, but kind of not in that bye week stance. Hopefully we'll get some more poll questions out there. We had one the other night was just, hey, in this lineup, we didn't look at this team very heavy or this team very heavy. Which one, do you think is going to have a better DFS night for us to look at? And I got some votes there. But we're trying to do the polls, get people sharing advice and knowledge to. We got a Canadian in there that spreads the love for Canada. Hey, Team Canada right there. Yeah, and it's fun talk, guys. We occasionally get some Pens arguments there because, I live in, there's my Penguins blanket, Penn State, and I owe them more money than anyone. But so we got a lot of good activity there. Chats in there 24 hours a day almost. We have people chatting. So we're trying to grow the channel, grow the community, and hopefully you guys enjoy the videos. And we're going to keep doing them. And until the day where we go and no one watches them, we'll probably keep going. So as want to thank everyone for watching, and I should be back tomorrow, but we'll see. I got to pick up the wife there at an event tomorrow around 9 o'clock. I should be back to do the slate. If not, Joe will be back, and maybe he'll try the screen share if he has to do it solo. It's 8 games. Not sure what he would do. He would definitely need some help from the audience. And that lineup up. So, guys, we'll see you next time.